Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Alex. Huge thanks to Alex and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Alex reached out asking for a deck led by Liliana Heretical Healer, and I was more than happy to build it. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you liked the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Liliana Heretical Healer is a 3-mana 2/3 legendary human cleric with lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature we control dies, we exile Liliana Heretical Healer, and then return her to the battlefield transformed under her owner's control. If we do, we create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. She transforms into Liliana Defiant Necromancer, a planeswalker with 3 starting loyalty. Her first ability adds 2 loyalty, and we make it so each player discards a card. We may remove X loyalty in order to return target non-legendary creature card with mana value X from our graveyard to the battlefield. Or we may pay 8 loyalty to get an emblem that says whenever a creature dies, we return it to the battlefield under our control at the beginning of the next end step. Now, we don't judge planeswalkers on their ultimates, because unless the deck is specifically built with cards like Doubling Season or Vorinclex Monstrous Raider, there's a good chance that we won't ever get to ultimate our planeswalkers. That being said, I did want to make this a Liliana deck, so let's take a closer look at everyone's favorite Necromancer. For the most part, Liliana cares about 2 things: zombies and discard. So I wanted to ensure the deck had plenty of both. Additionally, Alex asked that I keep the deck between $200 and $300. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Recently, Ultimate Guard released this beautiful playmat with art from Maëlle Olivier Henry. This mat is absolutely gorgeous, depicting a ship about to meet its fate. Whether you're rooting for the sea goddesses or the ship, this high-quality mat is there to protect your cards and keep them from sliding around. So, check your local game store to see if they have it in stock, or click on the link down below to Ultimate Guard's Amazon store to see if they have it in stock yet. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. I've started streaming on Twitch. I've been playing mostly Final Fantasy XIV for the first hour or so, then switching over and making commander decks for future videos. If you'd like to see what I'm working on, check out twitch.tv/DanonWildfire. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, Karn's Bastion, Bojuka Bog, and 31 swamps make up the lands for this deck. Cryptghast, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Mindstone, Felwar Stone, Thought Vessel, Decanter of Endless Water, Worn Power Stone, Thrawn Dynamo, Wayfarer's Bauble, Solemn Simulacrum, and Burnished Heart help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Liliana Dreadhorde General, Liliana of the Dark Realms, Geth's Grimoire, Skull Clamp, Reanimate, Siphon Mind, Dark Deal, Undead Augur, Professor Onyx, Liliana's Standard Bearer, Sign in Blood, and Victimize help us to keep our hands full. And yes, Liliana of the Dark Realms is card advantage. Her +1 ability searches for a swamp and puts it into her hand. It's not ramp because it doesn't put the land into play, but it does net us a card every turn we use it. Feed the Swarm, Fleshbag Marauder, Infernal Grasp, Defile, Hero's Downfall, Liliana's Triumph, Deadly Plot, Imp's Mischief, Finale of Eternity, and the Eldest Reborn work together to keep our opponents in line. Toxic Deluge, Force of Despair, Black Sun Zenith, and Mutilate help to put creatures in graveyards, where they belong. Liliana Death's Majesty, Liliana of the Veil, Liliana the Last Hope, Liliana Waker of the Dead, Liliana Untouched by Death, Liliana's Talent, Tergrid God of Fright, Liliana's Reaver, Miasmic Mummy, Vindictive Lich, Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Rise of the Dark Realms, Josu Vess Lich Knight, Ghoulcaller Gisa, Liliana's Mastery, Command the Dreadhorde, Endless Ranks of the Dead, and Chain of Smog make up the core of our deck. Supporting our plan, we've also got Felspectre, Liliana's Caress, Megrim, Painful Quandary, Raider's Wake, Waste Not, Bone Miser, and the Chain Veil. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 47 mana sources split between 34 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little light, but monocolored decks can get away with it. 12 pieces of card advantage, 10 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Bajuka Bog, but lots of graveyard theft, 1 sudden I win card in Chain of Smog. We're a Liliana deck. We make people discard. We make zombies. We slow the game down with lots of board wipes and eventually kill them with their own creatures, right? Absolutely. Except that Chain of Smog pairs very well with Professor Onyx and can win us the game on the spot. But that's not what the whole deck is designed to do. What we want to do is scare people with an army of zombies, while forcing them to discard anything that could save them. Because we're Liliana, and nothing will stop us from achieving our goals. Do you have a Liliana deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. For only $25, you too can have a Commander video built at your request. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Pedro, Tom, Midge, Detroff, Rally, Frank, Alex, Jenny, Alex, and Julio. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.